Hi folks, welcome to another video. This is going to be a quick one, just welding up some brackets on a motorcycle petrol tank. Before we get into the video, do us a favour, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're informed of all my videos as and when I do them. Please have a look in the description, check out all my friends' channels, Instagrams and Facebooks. Also, while you're in the description, can you please have a look at my Teespring store? It's a merch store, we've got t-shirts like this. We've also got hoodies, cups, leggings, all sorts of products, all sorts of different colours, you know. Please help me out as much as you can. Anyway, like I said, it's just going to be a quick one. A friend of mine around the corner paints motorcycle tanks, and he got this one in for a job. And what it's doing is it's leaking on these brackets here. The problem is, it's quite a special. I don't know whether it's going to come up properly. It's quite a special paint job, so we need to protect the paint as much as we can, and then try and keep it sort of local in around the bottom. First thing we need to do though is clean up all of the crap and everything else. Right, I don't know if that's going to come up, but you can just about see somebody's put some putty and all sorts of crap on here before. That one, a lot more. So the first thing I need to do is get all that cleaned up. So I'll start off with scraping all the shit out and see what happens. Like a metal fucking epoxy shit that is. Okay, it's not going to be fun. I'm going to run the compressor up and get some power tools on this. So just going to use this oscillating tool on the scraper attachment and get all that shit off. I'm having to use my little compressor so it keeps going, it's loud, so I apologise about that. As always, don't be arses, wear your glasses. I scraped off as much as I can with it. There's still a few little bits in there. So now I'm just going to go over it with a wire wheel. I can't quite get in there on this one. I mean, I'll try, but I've got this other one and I'm hoping I can get right into these bits. Oops, right, now I've got this cleaned up as best as I can. I can't really get in all of the spaces like I'd like to, but I've done what I can with it and it should be fine. We really want to find out where the leak is. So the first thing I'm going to do is cover this up. Yeah. I'm going to use tape. This is just normal sellotape. I'm not going to be putting a lot of pressure on it, so I'm not that worried. Right, so I've got that sealed up. Yeah, the idea is not going to put too much pressure on it in here, and then even if I do put too much pressure in, that should just blow off and not cause any damage to anything. You know, that doesn't matter. So I've got some a little spray with plenty of washing up liquid in it, and then all I'm going to do is just going to use a standard PCL fitting, screw that in there. I've turned the compressor right down to its lowest setting. I've tested it with, I don't know what pressure it is, the gauge is a bit dicky, but sort of just using the airline and an air blower, sort of checked it out and there's not a lot of pressure there. So I'm just going to plug the airline straight in. So now, spray it and find out where it's leaking. It's leaking right on the back there. Everything else seems alright. So luckily that's all I've got to do. There he is, I can see. So, there you go, you can see the bubbles coming out there. You can see just that, you can see it. The hairline fracture right across there. So nice and easy to fix in theory. The actual seams seem really good, so I spent all that time cleaning it off for nothing. But you can hear the sellotape doing its job, and not too much pressure. Plenty of pressure in there. So while I was waiting for this to vent, I've been thinking about how to do this. Now, because it's a hairline fracture, I don't think welding that's going to sort of do any good, because I've still got to get this shaping. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little varying tool. I'm actually going to take that off. Now the weld won't necessarily be as neat because I'll end up with a bigger gap, but that way I know for a fact I've got decent weld in there, so then when I've cleaned it all back up, this shouldn't be too thin and then crack again, because that is a crack, so it's obviously sort of flexing, and like the vibrations or whatever have caused that to happen. There you go, all I've done is just put a little chamfer in it. It's actually not as bad as I expected it was going to be. I thought I was going to have a massive gap there. You can just about see the crack in there. Full focus. It's not focusing properly. Yeah, so all I did was just chamfer it, ruled it out, and I'm going to weld it. Now ideally I'd want to sort of stitch, cool it down, stitch, cool it down, but you'll end up with gaps, so I'm going to just try and do a nice fluid weld all the way across there. Well, I'm still going to stitch it, I'm not going to seam weld it because I'll end up blowing a hole, but if I try and do it quick enough so then it flows, and then I'll cool this down afterwards. Not sure how much you could see for the GoPro when I was welding. Don't know whether my head got in the way or not. But there you go, there's the weld. You can see I've got decent penetration on it. I've cooled it down, you know, so that the paint has still stayed on, which is going to be nice. So yeah, I just got to clean it up now. It's actually fairly flush there. I'm really happy with when it's come out. I've done exactly what I planned it to do. It's all sewn back in. So I know I'm not going to be taking too much material off. That should be nice and strong. So clean that up and then we'll test it again. Alright, so exactly as before, just going to put some tape over it and then put the end on. That's sort of pressure right. I don't know if you can hear that. Straight on. Loads of pinholes. Jump. There's a few pinholes around here, I don't know whether you see the bubbles come out. So yeah, just going to go through it again. Exactly the same, just weld it, clean it, weld it, clean it, until we get it right. Yeah, there we go. This will seal it up. Just the bubbles from the spray, that's not, you can tell there's nothing there. Well, that's it for the video. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. Yeah. Got the shaping really nice. It's not leaking, as you see. I didn't show you how to purge it, and I'm not going to. I really don't advise doing it. Unless you know 100% what you're doing, just don't do it. Take it to somebody that does. I'm not going to be liable for, you know, somebody getting hurt, so I'm just not going to tell you how to do it. If you do want to weld up your own tank, there's plenty of forums and stuff like that on the internet, so go check it out, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to be responsible. So That being said, that's it for this video. Like I said at the top of the video, please like, share and subscribe. Check out my friends in the description box. Please check out my Teespring, help out as much as you possibly can, and I'll see you for the next one. Catch you later.